Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Friday, June 9th, 2023. I hope you're doing amazing as always. We're going to begin and pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck to begin. And then I actually haven't decided which tarot deck we're going to use. But before we do jump into the reading, I do want to throw this out there. Mention this. A lot of people have been commenting on my recent videos due to me recording these readings at this angle. Switching things up. I do plan to shortly, as soon as I can, get back to recording with my face on camera. I know a lot of people do prefer it, but I appreciate your patience with this because it just is not possible for me to be putting my face on camera right now. When the time is right, when the time is doable, I'll be back on camera with my face, okay? So for now, I do want to continue producing these readings for us, right? And I do like switching it up occasionally either way, even when I don't have to. But yeah, let's begin. For Friday to begin. Okay, beautiful. They're saying just the one. So I feel like it's a day where, okay, you're being viewed as somebody being recognized for a combination of your beauty and wisdom. And they're saying the beauty of your wisdom in and of itself. But I feel like there's a wise way about how you are taking care of yourself more, or just in general continuing that. It could be more so in regards to people complimenting you, saying how good looking you are, a compliment or two here or there on your energy, okay? You might be pushed to look at yourself and reflect on how good looking you are. All right, even with the imperfections, the difficulties you go through. But I feel like there's also a beauty about certain experiences throughout this day, the certain accomplishments. For some, what you've been building and getting off the ground, continuing, and you admiring the beauty of that throughout this day at a certain point, if not multiple. And I feel like there is the potential for a lot drawn to the reading to have other people admiring that as well, okay? But let's continue and pull from the Mystic Mondays. Also for Friday. Wings to fly is what I'm hearing as I'm being drawn back to the Wisdom card. Wings to fly. I feel as if this is a time where you could be prepped to fly towards more. I feel like things are just starting to fall into place for you, and this feels good. A bit of anticipation, though. And potentially still a question mark or two, but I feel like things are becoming more clear and feeling like they're more doable. And this is another day where, we're taking steps in the right direction. But the Chariot, the Six of Cups, and the Four of Cups, they're saying to speak upon them individually. There is an underlying focus on how you individually deal with certain levels of chaos, stress, potentially even competition in a situation, if not multiple. But I do feel like I'm hearing wiping away the competition, okay? This could be in regards to a new opportunity you want to gain. It could be in regards to where you work, right? The business that you run. I do feel like change is the name of the game, and this may even excite you throughout this day in surrounding it. But the Chariot, because I feel like you're quite motivated, all right? And that motivation is quite attractive in and of itself. I feel like people see you as somebody who is willing to get the job done and just willing to adapt and make changes when need be, and just kind of flow with things to the best of your ability. But it feels like this is a day where you will have to, instill levels of patience at certain points. So be it. No day is perfect, and nobody is perfect once again. But I was going to say needing to utilize your wisdom, what you've learned over time, from different experiences, potentially something similar to what's at hand for you right now, to make the best out of it, and potentially to take something to a different, whole new level, okay? But I do feel as if the motivation that you put to use, that you put forth towards whatever it ends up being for you throughout this day, it works out in your favor. It feels purposeful and even strategic, but it works out in the end, okay? But the Six of Cups, because I feel like Again, you're being pushed to remember how much you've learned, how much you've been through. You've been through worse. But I feel like it is overall a pretty good day. All right, a little bit of healing here and there at a certain point. But I do feel as if, okay, healing towards beauty is now what I'm getting. But I do sense that you're going to be pushed to think back to when your skin complexion was worse, when your, okay, for some, your weight wasn't as ideal as it is now, or you just didn't feel as confident about your physical appearance or yourself in general. Push to think back to the past of a business, a project, a job, in order to see how far you've come. All right. And I'm also hearing baby steps. It's all about making progress, right? And so sometimes we do have to get that push to reflect, to remember the progress we've already made, and are making currently. And it will help your perspective, right? And it potentially will even remotivate you if need be, or keep that motivation and passion alive. The Four of Cups, because I do feel like it's a day where you can't help but, sorry about the lighting. I meant to close the blinds, or the curtains rather. So you're thinking about what's not meant for you. Is this what's at hand for you currently, what you're wrapped up with? Is it more so what didn't work out for you for one reason, if not multiple reasons? Is it something that just came to an end, a bit of a tower moment, or death card kind of situation from the past? Either way, I feel like there's, okay, I'm getting kind of a Seven of Cups vibe. You might have a lot of options, all right? And they're pushing you to think about the one that's going to be right for you. So if that's for you, if you have anywhere from 2 to 4 options, say, for something you look to acquire, succeed at moving forward, you're going to be pushed to recognize that one of which is right, okay? Or to remember this if you already came to that conclusion to an extent or fully. What else do we have? 712, 712, look up that number. The Hierophant, yeah, again, change is a huge highlight throughout this day. Your third eye being opening is also taking a highlight, but I'm feeling that you will be put to the test again, but in a different way in comparison to the previous day. But I feel like it's more so to use your intuition, to trust what you're feeling, to make sure that you are moving forward, knowing that you're not ignoring that strong intuition, okay? Because that's gonna, they're saying bite you in the behind. They didn't say behind, but if you don't trust your intuition, okay? Let's not have any regrets in that sense. But the Six of Swords, because I feel like, and look at this, going back, the pyramid, talking about how something's building from the ground up, and that feels quite gratifying. Feels, it's leaving you with a level of satisfaction, okay? The stripes of something you've been working on, but I feel like more so the stripes of you and how you're changing, how you've changed over time. That is also being put to the forefront of your focus and potentially other people all the meanwhile. The Six of Swords, because you can't help but think about what you've left behind, what you will be leaving behind, what you want to leave behind, inevitable change for the future. Why couldn't this have come sooner? Okay, I guess I can make the best. And that needs to be the vibe, okay? That needs to be how you put your best foot forward and shine, glow through it all, right? Succeed through it all. It just feels like you're going to need to, at times throughout the day, recognize that everything is falling into place as it's meant to. And even when there's uncertainty and there's delays, I say this time and time again on this channel, you then find out down the line at a certain point or certain points, oh, okay, this wasn't available at that point, or this couldn't have happened back then, or rewinding back in general. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's just remember that when things are meant to come to be and even at times fall apart, if that's what you're looking for, then that's going to happen, okay, in divine timing. But let's pull one or two more. The Queen of Cups, and I purposely put this on top of the beauty card because I feel like I'm hearing the word gentle, all right? A caring beauty about your energy being drawn to this reading, and that's going to be put to use at least at one point throughout this day. If not for some, it's going to be on a multitude of levels at different points. But I do sense that if it's not just one person, Could be a community, multiple people, you name it. They don't have to be people you're necessarily close to, but apply it to your situation. They're noticing your caring beauty and how much of a gentle soul you are deep down, regardless of how you are perceived normally or you exude, right, yourself, how you carry yourself, right? You could have at times a tough, hard exterior, but within you are a gentle soul in certain ways, or just in general, okay? But your emotional care will also need to be looked after, however that works for you. You might have an emotion or two that needs to be tended to. You might need to just acknowledge that you are feeling something for one, if not multiple reasons. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like it is a day where there is certain levels of bits and pieces of healing, okay, that's necessary. But you will be in a very independent way, whether you realize it or not, planning and strategizing, mulling over, potentially researching in regards to something you independently want. You might even get a push from spirit, from your intuition even, to further this process, potentially in a bit of a different way than you have been, or just to initiate it, okay? But again, I feel like it's a day where you're glowing in certain ways. You're accomplishing very strategically. The motivation, again, is leaving you with success. You're being reminded of the past, thinking of the future, and making the best out of your current day situation and looking good through it all, all right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Friday, and I'll definitely see you next time.